time, you got a lot of these dudes who was in the Manosphere. You know, some people was in a white Manosphere, red pill and all this type of shit. Kind of talking about the Manosphere getting goofy and, oh, you know, they scaring away the hoes. And I'm going to talk about that. The whole part of, you know, do y'all really like women? And now you got some of the content creators that was in the inauguration of this space sounding like the women. You can know who got it and who don't got it. I mean, real men know. Real men know who got it and who don't got it. But one thing about the space, you know, men are supposed to be competitive. We can say that men are supposed to be competitive. But one thing about the space, and you try to group, they try to click up and move as one. People got to start pocket watching, subscriber watching, viewership watching, money watching, who get more super chats, and they started to breed jealousy and envy. Instead of worry about your lane. You know what I'm saying? Instead of worry about your lane. That's it. And get jealous or envious. You know, what is he doing that you're not doing? You're doing too many live. Live streams don't build channels. Videos do. Shorts do. You know, live streams are to assist. You know, I mean, you know, better production. Some guys don't have to have great production. That's a fact. Some guys don't have to have great production. Some guys got enough gift to gab or enough motion or enough celebrity status coming into the space. They don't need it. But in general, as far as the topic of scaring the hoes, I mean, you know, somebody hate women, I'll never get married, I don't want children, and some of this shit do get, you know, in the misandry type of thing. But you got to understand, most of these dudes ain't dealt with no woman. Most of these dudes in this space, you start, you know, getting the nerds in there, the gamers in there, you know, they ain't dealt with no space. They got some money, so now they getting some women. And you starting to see them fail with women. A lot of the comedian sketch artists, I done shared my woman with another woman. They don't have no principles. No experience. So, you know, you already know what it is. You already know what it is from life experience. Some of these dudes ain't never got off the porch. They got money, and now women start coming around. They don't even know how to handle it, but they trying to tell you, like, you know, Fresh and Fit, they can already tell. You already know what they was on. You already know they if they was sleeping with all these women, they was paying for them. You know, you hear somebody say, I slept with 200-300 women, and you already know they're paying for them. That's why I did the game. That's why I did the video, trick and disguised as having game. Real talk. That's all the boy are too. They trick it and they trying to sell you. Now, there's a lot of these dudes who straight up telling you to trick. And like I said, I'm from Detroit, man. You know, I mean, when I was growing up, we wasn't tricking on bitches. Like our, you know, girlfriends and shit like that. We wasn't tricking on to pay for bitches, especially when you're young. That's horrible advice. Now, I feel like that advice should be to, you know, ninjas 50 and up, 55 and up. That should be an advice for those guys. Divorce, like, okay, I don't want to waste no time. Oh, this is how you do it in the new gen. But as far as a young man, y'all going out there listening to internet talking points. Y'all ain't even going out there and trying. Y'all ain't even trusting a woman or trying to build trust to build a relationship. Y'all going out here, going on dates, arguing with women at tables, bringing internet talking points. No, you don't bring internet talking points to the dinner table with no woman. Especially when you first meet, not your mother, not your auntie, not your sister. No. This is just game. This is talking about the women give you internet talking points. It's just to equip you to go out there to know how women moving. And a lot of it is equip women to tell you how a lot of these guys is moving. You just take that. It's like having a cheat code. You just use it as a reference point, as a study guide. That's all it is. So I know this, that, and the third. Questions to ask. But arguing with a woman about, you know, marriage and all this type of stuff. Trust me, believe me, when you find the right woman, dude told me this like 3-4 years ago. Like, damn, bro, you married? Like, yeah, I'm married, bro. He said, when you find the right woman, you will know. You will know. And y'all never get married. I'm telling you, you know, you find that the right woman and y'all balance and the chemistry as well. Y'all talk, you know, y'all go through adversity or y'all cool. She even tempered. There's still good women out there because guess what? Why would God make only good men out there and no good women? Riddle me that, Batman. Riddle me that. That's what I'm telling y'all, bro. You know? Now, is it this bad bitch that you dream of? Probably not. I remember I had a homie, bro. I'll tell you this real story. This is the funniest shit ever in my life at the time. So, my nigga homie, I ain't gonna let his name, his daddy. Dude was cool. About 6'3", 6'4". All the female parents in my particular cast was on him. I bullshit you not, they was on him. They finally end up like doing this parent shit. His mother came. And they was like, you know, man, I'm just like, I just be in the right places at the right time sometimes. They was like, how she get a guy like him? And, you know, basically saying they look better than her, right? And most of the parents did. I ain't gonna cap. Most of the female parents did look better than her. No cap. They're like, how she get him? And the one thing you end up learning, as I kind of like, you know, kind of looked at the dynamic and shit, was one thing you end up learning is when you get older, what you looking for change, bro. What you looking for in a woman changes drastically. You know, after you deal with these type of women you think you want, it changed, bro. Even, you know, I say it all the time. A lot of these dudes want to be a players forever. That shit get old, bro. You like, damn, why you sat down? You had hoes. Why you know, sit down and had a family and all this type of shit? The shit get old. Once you get a pregnancy scare, STD scares, a bitch coming to your house, her nigga coming to her house, or she married her husband coming to your house, or you, a lot of times they get old, bro. They get old, and that's why, you know, the player life has an expiration date on it. For 90% of men, you like, damn, why you like give up to having all these hoes to start a family? Shit get old real quick. So this is something you got to remember. But in general, bro, this shit is just for reference points, bro. It's just a study guide. You know, don't take everybody at they rawest point. When you find a woman you like her. Y'all click together. That's the one. Cool. But the idea of selling, you know, lifestyle of tricking, having 3, 4, 5 bitches, they don't never tell you the dark side of it. Almost losing your life, diseases, abortion scares, extortion, getting robbed. They don't tell niggas the dark side of it. You know, and yeah, you can't be bringing these talking points and challenging women while you meeting them out there with these talking points. I told y'all, the game is just the ability to communicate with a woman. That's it. So hit the link in the description, join the Patreon.